Guys, what did you see? I don't understand. Hey, gringo. Hey, gringo. Serious.
This bridge was different, man. It's like, this is not human-made. Bro, when I came here, this was a totally different looking bridge. So like...
You blew the light bulb over there.
What?
This creepy video was uploaded to Pinguim LD on YouTube. Deep in the dense forest, a group of explorers stumbled upon something chilling. A wild animal appeared suddenly, an unknown creature lurking just beyond the trees. Panic and confusion rippled through the group as they realized the forest held more dangers than they imagined. They approached the river, only to discover a wild boar, fatally attacked, its carcass swelling unnaturally.
Guys, what did you see? I don't understand. Hey, gringo. Hey, gringo, seriously, let's go to the other river over there. Deep, guys, there's a pig over there, bro. A wild boar was attacked over there just now. What is it? A wild boar. It's a wild boar. Oh, I saw that animal over there. It's edible. Bro, let's bring it back to eat. Sure, huh?
As they debated whether to harvest it, the chilling discovery of massive snake-like eggs sent shivers down their spines. These were no ordinary eggs. They were enormous, likely belonging to a deadly anaconda, hidden in the murky waters.
Oh my god, bro. Wow, it's even deeper, faggot. Oh, what's this here? What's that over there, faggot? Faggot, that's an egg, faggot. That one over there is a snake's egg.
What snake's egg?
Anaconda. What the hell is that? It's a big egg, right, bro? Snake's egg. Look at the size of that egg, faggot.
One slip, one wrong step, and the horror became real. A massive snake struck, wrapping around a leg, cutting through flesh and leaving blood in the icy water. Chaos erupted as the group struggled to pull their friend free, the fear of the unknown pressing down like the suffocating darkness around them.
Man, the water's over there, dude. Go on, get up. Damn, water. It's
A snake. The snake comes out. Get out. Pull. It's a snake. Go. Pull. Damn. Pull it. Oh.
pull. Look there, man. The color of the water is bleeding, faggot. Go on, get.
Injured and shaken, they fled the forest, vowing never to return. The memory of the river, the eggs, and the shadowy predator would haunt them forever. One question lingered. What else still waits in the darkness, watching just out of sight? From one frightening moment to the next, this story might be the scariest yet. This story comes from Paranormal Discovery, a channel well known for its camping adventures and chilling encounters with the paranormal. They stepped into the woods, where the path simply ended, and the air shifted, heavy and wrong. Every step he took through the overgrowth grew louder, their breath ragged, shirt drenched in sweat. Ahead, a lake appeared, pitch black, still as glass. The trees around it seemed to swallow every sound. That's when he stumbled across something strange. A bridge that didn't belong there, and hanging nearby, a hockey net swaying like a mockery of reality.
Oh, this is completely different. What the? How does that happen? Like, actually, so the video I put in the description, go to that video. This bridge was different, man. It's like, this is not human made.
What?
Bro, when I came here, this was a totally different looking bridge.
Oh, really?
So like, there's no way a human made this like this. Like, it doesn't make sense.
They came the thud. A movement in the bushes, sharp, deliberate, freezing the blood in their veins.
What happened?
I don't know, something like big moved in the bush.
Something big?
Like fell, or it almost sounded like something like moved really quick, like through the bush.
Holy shit. Okay.
Hours later, inside an old cabin, the silence was shattered with a metallic bang echoing from within the walls. A woman's laugh followed, but no one was there. Dogs began to howl in the distance, and something unseen ran alongside them through the dark woods.
So, Perfect timing, but still. What the Hello? Bro, I just heard a woman laugh, like actually. I just heard a woman laugh. Like, like from somewhere in here.
I wasn't recording, but you should have recorded that.
Yeah, I was recording.
By morning, the cabin told the truth. The table was toppled, and an X had been carved into the wall, deliberate, waiting. So, I ask you, what would you have done? Would you have stayed after hearing the laugh? Or would you have run before the mark on the wall claimed you too? But things don't calm down for long. The next story proves that. This video was uploaded by Tiago Furacão, a creator whose channel is known for exploring and investigating haunted places. The team's flashlight began to flicker, its weak glow cutting through the suffocating dark. One of them joked nervously, but fear already lingered in their voices. They reached what locals call the house of the entity. Whispers claimed the land was cursed, though no one knew the full story. A sudden noise shattered the silence. The team froze. Something moved in the shadows, circling them. The sound of running footsteps grew louder, as if unseen figures closed in from every side.
What was that?
I don't know, man. It sounds like it came from here. Look. It.
Sounds like it came from under. Look, that tree of something. There's. What's that? Oh my god. Back off, guys, back off a little.
Inside the house, the terror grew worse. An unseen hand grabbed one of them, pulling at his arm. Clothes, bags, and strange relics littered the place, evidence that someone, or something, had lived here.
There's a lot of stuff. Hey, something grabbed my arm. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. Something grabbed my arm here. Come on in, come on in. He put his hand on my arm, man.
Calm down. Stay close.
Then a light bulb exploded above them. The team panicked, certain they were no longer alone. Strange scratches appeared on the doors, and whispers spread through the air.
You blew the light bulb over there.
What?
A light bulb blew over there.
Calm down. Calm down. Did.
You see? Bursting, bursting, bursting. Leave the items. No, 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 dot. The light bulb was where in those things? Oh, there. Oh my god, Foggo is swinging over there.
So, what do you think? Would you dare step inside this place? Just when you think it can't get stranger, wait until you see this. This story comes from Straight Explorer, who ventured into the ruins of an overgrown fortress. Surrounded by a moat 8 meters deep and 11 meters wide, its walls still hold secrets that nature could never bury. Hidden tunnels stretch beneath the trees, their silence broken only by echoes that sound too much like voices. Locals whisper that shadows still move inside, trapped souls bound to the fortress long after it was abandoned. Inside, footsteps echoed in the darkness, though no living figure was seen. The deeper he went, the stranger it became. Bones scattered across the floors, all the same shape, all arranged as if someone or something had placed them there. Knocks and whispers followed, rising from unseen rooms.
I can hear rumbling. Hello? What is rumbling? Big bone. Hello?
"You're next," a voice finally warned through the static of his spirit box. Later, another name came through. Catherine, followed by Patricia. Were these restless spirits, or something darker, calling out? By the end, he wasn't alone. The equipment lit up on command, answering questions no human could hear. So the question remains, who still walks this fortress, and what waits for those who dare to enter after dark? From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. This video was uploaded by Jesse's Drone Adventures. The journey begins in a remote canyon east of Phoenix, Arizona, an area fenced off with barbed wire, almost as if something inside was never meant to be disturbed. From above, Jesse spotted several caves carved into the canyon walls, dark, hollow, and untouched. They seemed to whisper secrets of what could be hiding inside. The deeper he explored, the stranger it became. Markings scratched into stone, walls that seemed to breathe with silence, and caves that stretched further than expected. Though dismissed as vandals' work, anyone watching could sense something older lurking beneath the surface. But the most chilling moment came when Jesse reviewed drone footage of one cave. A shape appeared, arms bent, hands covering its ears, a distorted face frozen in silent agony.
After analyzing this photo, it definitely does look like it could be a figure of some sort that has their arms bent and slightly raised with their hands covering their ears. At least, that's what I see. I could also see a small mouth here, a nose, and where the eyes would be. But as much as I would like for this to be something and tell you we just unearthed a fossil of some sort, I believe it to be nothing more than a bunch of mud that dried in a very careful way that resembles the upper body of the human figure.
Was it dried mud, or the fossilized figure of something that once lived? Then, as he rode deeper into the canyon, something darted across the trail, too fast, too shadowy. At first glance, it seemed animal. But on closer review, it appeared wrong, almost human-like in its movement.
The sun was getting low, and there was one more stop I wanted to make, but on my way out of there, something darted across the trail in front of me so fast, I almost didn't see it. Pay very close attention to the red arrows on the screen. Now at this point, I had no idea what the heck I just saw. It all happened so fast, and all I really knew was I saw something. So I got off the trail for a second to see if I could find out which direction it went and tried to identify it.
So the question remains, what truly hides in those Arizona caves, and are they watching anyone who dares to get too close? If your skin wasn't crawling already, it definitely will after this. This video was posted by Exploring with Bear, a channel usually known for camping adventures. But this night, it turned into something much darker. It began with strange signs, tree arches, and markings believed to be evidence of Bigfoot activity. He explained that this very forest had a history, tents slashed, cinder blocks thrown, and glowing eyes watching from the darkness. A place haunted not only by Bigfoot, but also whispers of Dogman. As daylight faded, the atmosphere shifted. At the lake bed, he discovered massive paw prints, too large for any ordinary wolf.
Check those out, dog prints, or wolf or coyote. They're big though. Dogman is a wolf.
Then came the noises. Movement in the woods, rocks clanking, and the sense of being stalked from every direction. Screams echoed in the distance, followed by knocks and howls that seemed to answer one another. By nightfall, glowing eyes appeared beyond the firelight, vanishing as quickly as they came.
All right. Get your nerves back. Oh no. Was that my light that did that? I don't think so. I think something's moving back there. I couldn't hear it though. I just seen it. Oh, I heard that though.
most terrifying moment came when a beam of light, like a flashlight, flashed deep in the trees. But he was alone. The night dragged on, filled with whistles, shadows, and an overwhelming feeling of being surrounded.
There was a howl. Just a minute ago. I didn't say none at first. My hair's standing straight up, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just seen a flashlight out in the woods. There is somebody down there. I want you guys to see it. Somebody's down there with a flashlight right now.
By 4 a.m., he abandoned the camp alive, but shaken. So tell me, was it Bigfoot, Dogman, or something far worse lurking in those woods? The last clip was chilling, but this next one feels like pure nightmare fuel. This story comes from Staffordshire Paranormal YouTube channel, which is known for conducting real paranormal investigations. In this video, they ventured into an abandoned care home with a dark history. Though it only dated back to 1950, countless lives had ended within its walls. The building shut down in 2023, but some say not everyone ever left. It began in the lounge, where investigators called out for spirits. The room seemed quiet, until a deep groan echoed through the halls. Then came footsteps, loud and deliberate, pacing the upper corridor as if someone or something was still patrolling the home. The tension spiked when the metal railings shook violently, as if an invisible figure was climbing the staircase. Cold chills swept over the investigators as they realized no human could have made that sound.
I can't hear it now. There was just one bang.
Happy.
Oh my god, what the flip's going on here? There was just one bang.
Happy.
Oh my god, what the flip's going on here? There was just one bang.
Happy.
Oh my god, what the flip's going on here? That's right in front of me, could you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
It's like someone's holding onto the banister.
Even the spirit box spat out chilling words: incorrect, museum, singer, as if unseen residents were still trying to speak.
The building.
Him.
Him. Yeah, I am talking. Maybe you could try and move that door. Or interfere with the black box on the floor. I don't believe it'll hurt you at all.
Thought I could hear walking then. Thought I could hear walking then.
Museum.
By the end, the investigators admitted the building felt too big for two people. They left uneasy, convinced the care home's corridors still belonged to those who never moved on. Things only grow darker from here. Brace yourself for what comes next. This video was posted by Haunted Finders. Tonight, their investigation led them deep into Shield Forest, an area with decades of ghostly sightings, unexplained screams, and sinister activity. From the very beginning, he described the strange feeling of being surrounded, footsteps circling them, as if unseen figures were stalking their every move. The equipment began spiking in ways it never had before. EMF readers blazed with energy in the middle of the woods, followed by the sound of sticks being hurled through the darkness. No wind, no animals, just something unseen, throwing objects to prove its presence.
What was that? What was that?
What was it? A stick? Whoa.
Sound like a stick got thrown at us, yeah.
I missed talking. I went crazy.
I missed talking, I said.
Then came the voices. A chilling message came through. The bad man's here.
Healing. Healing.
Healing.
Healing.
Ooh. I've been here 400 years.
I've been here 400 years.
Blimey, that's a long time, isn't it?
What's
your name? The bad man's here.
The bad man's here.
The bad man.
Is he?
Soon after, growls echoed from the trees, deep, guttural, and inhuman. But the most disturbing moment was when the devices warned of something darker. Words like, disguises itself, skinwalkers around.
He doesn't like what we're doing. That's why he's got his eye on her. What the shit was that? That's why he's got his eye on her.
You hear that?
Yeah, I did.
That was a flipping growl.
Protection.
They realized they might not just be speaking to restless spirits, but something far older, far more dangerous. So the question here is, what exactly hides in Shield Forest? Spirits of the dead, or shape-shifting creatures watching from the shadows?
While doing his routine rounds at an old manor, a maintenance worker spotted something chilling, a shadowy figure staring at him from behind a window. He quickly snapped a photo. Curious and concerned, he went inside to investigate. The alarm system was still armed. Nothing was broken. Nothing was out of place. He reset the system and turned for one last look. The figure had vanished. What makes this story truly unsettling is who saw it. This wasn't someone known for spinning ghost tales or chasing the paranormal. This was a grounded, no-nonsense man, respected by his colleagues for being level-headed and honest. But that night, even he was rattled. He couldn't explain what had been watching him from the shadows. On May 26, 2025, Ray, a YouTuber famous for his spine-chilling forest explorations, ventured deep into an isolated woodland to set up a trail camera and audio recorder. The setting was calm and untouched, with only fresh animal tracks hinting at any life nearby. The only human he encountered was a lone hiker, and by the time he returned the next morning, everything appeared undisturbed, except the audio recorder, which had mysteriously stopped working, likely due to dead batteries. But when Ray reviewed the camera footage, one haunting moment froze him in his tracks. At exactly 4 a.m., a shirtless man emerged from the darkness, crawling across the forest floor with a massive axe clutched in his hand. Disturbed, Rai asked around in nearby villages, hoping someone might recognize the man. No one did. So who was this crawling figure in the dead of night? And what was he doing with that axe in the middle of nowhere? While hiking through a quiet forest trail with a friend, someone stepped into a small clearing and instantly froze. Hanging from one of the trees was something deeply disturbing, something that didn't belong there. Its presence was eerie, unexplained, and completely out of place in the stillness of the woods. They didn't dare get closer. The shock of discovering it in such a remote spot sent chills down their spine. Without saying a word, they turned and left, haunted by the image and the feeling that they were never meant to find it. One night, a farmer glanced out his window and spotted something unusual moving in the distance. Curious and uneasy, he reviewed the security footage, and what he saw sent a chill down his spine. A lone figure, draped in what looked like a long gown, was slowly gliding across his land. There was no flashlight, no source of light at all, and yet they navigated the pitch-black, uneven terrain with eerie ease, never stumbling, never hesitating. Who or what could move like that in total darkness? And more importantly, why were they there at all? While exploring a remote forest in Mexico, a Reddit user snapped a photo that would later leave them deeply unsettled. In the top left corner of the image, barely visible among the trees, was a faint figure, something that didn't belong to the natural surroundings. At the moment the photo was taken, the user was certain they were completely alone. But when they captured another picture just seconds later, the mysterious figure had vanished without a trace. Was it a simple trick of the light? A case of pareidolia? Or was something silently lurking in the shadows, watching from the trees? While hiking deep in the woods, a man spotted what looked like a little boy standing still in the distance. But as he cautiously approached, he realized it wasn't a child at all. It was a mannequin. Who would drag a mannequin into the forest, and why? Was it planted as some kind of twisted prank? Or is there a more disturbing reason for hiding in plain sight? Either way, the unsettling sight was enough to cut his hike short. He turned around and headed straight back to his car, haunted by the chilling encounter. Deep in the heart of a dark, overgrown forest, someone set up a trail camera to catch glimpses of wildlife. But what the footage captured was far from ordinary. In one eerie frame, a woman in a flowing white dress appeared, standing still, staring straight into the lens. Stranger still, she seemed to have antlers growing from her head. Then, just 40 minutes later, she was gone, vanished without a trace. If this happened, it's the stuff of nightmares. But something about the photo feels off. Too cinematic. Too perfect. Maybe it was staged, or maybe we just weren't meant to understand what we saw. One quiet evening, a truck driver was filming the full moon to share the moment with his son. Focused on getting the perfect shot, he was startled when his truck suddenly jolted, as if he'd hit something. He pulled over immediately. Curious and shaken, he replayed the dashcam footage, and that's when things got strange.
What the hell? No. No, 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 no. Wait, there's nothing there.
At first it looked normal. Then a shadowy figure appeared, standing motionless in the middle of the road. But when he stepped out to investigate, the road was empty. Nobody. No trace. Just silence. Some believe he may have encountered something beyond our world, something that vanished just as quickly as it came. Paranormal investigators are still baffled. Late one night, a man was driving through a dark, echoing tunnel when he witnessed something that defied all logic. Unable to believe what he saw, he quickly reviewed his dashcam footage, and there it was. A mysterious figure materialized out of nowhere, only to vanish as his car passed through it. Was it the lingering spirit of someone long gone? Or just an eerie trick of the light? What do you think happened that night? On August 23, 2013, what started as a thrilling base jump near Twin Falls, Idaho, turned into a near-death experience. Two men leaped from the iconic Perrine Bridge, but in midair, chaos struck. One of the jumpers realized too late that his parachute wasn't opening properly. He spiraled out of control, hurtling toward the jagged rocks along the riverbank. In a twist of luck or fate, he narrowly missed the rocks and slammed into the river instead. The impact was savage. He was immediately rushed to the hospital. But in a miracle that defied the odds, he survived, battered but alive, and without any life-threatening injuries. While hiking alone, Instagram user Smithereens felt that eerie, unmistakable sensation like he wasn't truly alone. At first, he chalked it up to nerves, but then he turned his camera toward the trees, and what he captured sent chills down his spine.
Come out. Come out from behind the tree, I see you. Okay, we gotta go.
Peeking from behind one of the trunks was a pale, human-like figure. The second he locked eyes with it, instinct kicked in, and he took off running. The video ends with him fleeing, with no update and no explanation. He likely made it out safely, considering the footage was posted, but one haunting question still lingers. What was lurking in those woods? In the fall of 2024, as a rare comet made its final visible pass across Earth's skies, a lone biker hit the road in search of a perfect view. With a camera mounted and hopes high, he rode through the night, recording everything along the way. The comet never appeared to the naked eye, but the footage told a different story. While reviewing the clips days later, something eerie emerged. A fast-moving shadow darted across the frame. It wasn't a finger, it wasn't a bird, and it wasn't anything the biker had seen in real time. He was completely alone that night, yet something else had been out there. To this day, he still can't explain what he captured. This person was hiking deep in the wilds of West Virginia when they stumbled upon something downright chilling. A massive footprint, embedded in the dirt, far larger than any normal humans. They snapped a photo and sent it to me, clearly shaken. It wasn't just the size that was disturbing. It was the eerie stillness of the area, like the forest itself was holding its breath. What kind of creature could have left something like that behind? Is there something even more unexplainable roaming those woods? Let me know what you think in the comments. Was this just an elaborate prank? Or did this person accidentally cross paths with a living legend? A group of campers was scoping out the perfect spot to set up camp when something bizarre stopped them in their tracks. A tiny hand reaching up from a hole in the ground like it was clawing for help or trying to escape. They crept closer, hearts pounding. But before they could get a clear look, the hand vanished into the shadows below. It wasn't a raccoon's paw. It wasn't anything they recognized. So now they're asking, does it look familiar to you? Late one night, YouTuber Chris Javier was casually filming a vlog outside his Airbnb when something bizarre started happening. As he stood under a streetlight, a strange feeling crept over him, like he wasn't alone. Suddenly, the light above him began to flicker.
Like watching it from here, and what the freak? You guys saw that? You guys saw that, right? What the? You guys, I know you guys just saw that, right? I kept blinking. What the hell? And it never does that. Look, it just went out. It just went out. It doesn't do that at all. Oh my gosh, you guys. Turn on. Let me see if it turns on. Will it turn on for me? What the heck is going on? You can see it has a little light into it too. Right there, it's going. Just a little bit. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is creepy. I'm just gonna go over here real quick.
Confused, he wondered if the light was somehow reacting to him. But just as he tried to move away, the light blinked again, this time on cue with his voice. That's when things got truly unsettling. From the dark alley he had just walked past, a man appeared angry, dazed, and muttering to himself.
You know. See, that's what I'm talking about. The guy's just walking back and forth. He just started following. See, that's him. You see him behind me. Yes, you guys see him behind me. He's right there. What the fuck? You guys, he's like coming towards me. I am not liking that. The crazy thing is, I saw him like face to face when I was coming, like when I was showing you guys when I was going down that hill. He was right there. Alright. I don't know if I see him. Alright, you guys. What the hell is he doing?
Chris backed away, uneasy. The man lingered under the same flickering light, then, without warning, began spinning in circles, as if caught in some kind of trance.
Listen. Look what he's doing. He's just moving his arm back and forth. What the hell? Yo, this place is creepy. This place is actually really, really creepy.
Needless to say, Chris didn't get much sleep that night, but by morning, he was gone, leaving that eerie Airbnb and its haunted streetlight behind for good. One night off the coast of Scapello, Sicily, something eerie was captured on camera. A glowing figure drifted through the dark waters at first, and it looked like a diver with a headlamp. But as it came closer, the illusion fell apart. Its shape was all wrong. Long, serpent-like, a visible spine running down its back. And the way it moved? Not human, not even close. Was it just a trick of the light? A diver caught at a strange angle? Or did this fisherman stumble upon something far more mysterious lurking beneath the surface? A TikToker vacationing with his family near a remote cemetery in South America decided to explore the eerie grounds one night. Camera in hand, he began recording, just for fun. But what he captured was anything but ordinary. As they approached one of the graves, the soil suddenly began to move.
Elizabeth, sal. Se está manifestando, güey. Sal, Elizabeth. Cuidado. ¿Elizabeth? Se está moviendo. ¿Quieres salir, Elizabeth? Mira, se está moviendo. Se está moviendo, güey. No manches, güey.
Literalmente es la tierra, se está moviendo la tierra como que
la tumba se está moviendo. Va a salir, güey.
not just a little violently, like something was desperately trying to escape from beneath. The footage quickly went viral. Some are convinced it's evidence of the paranormal. Others fear someone may have been buried alive. A few skeptics chalk it up to an animal. Whatever the explanation, one thing's certain. It's the kind of video that'll haunt you long after you've watched it. While out exploring nature, someone stumbled upon something seriously bizarre. Slithering across the ground was a slimy, blob-like creature, unlike any animal they'd ever seen before. They scoured the internet for answers, but nothing came close to matching it. So now the big question is, did they uncover a rare, undocumented species? Or is this just a cleverly staged hoax designed to go viral? Seen anything like it? Drop your theories in the comments. This one's a mystery worth solving. While visiting a cemetery late at night, this person's camera caught something truly bone-chilling. At first, it was just silence and the occasional rustle of leaves. But then, right there in the corner of the frame, a ghostly figure appeared. It wasn't dust. It wasn't a trick of the light. It was moving, slowly and deliberately. This person didn't notice it at first. But when reviewing the footage later, this person realized what had been captured. A transparent shape drifted behind the tombstones, almost like it was watching. No explanation, no warning, just a real video of a ghost. Whether it's a spirit trapped between worlds or something darker, what this camera picked up is one of the clearest pieces of paranormal evidence this person has ever seen. What do you think? Real ghost or just a trick of the mind? Let me know in the comments, if you're brave enough. A woman was walking home late one night when she decided to rest on a bench for just a moment. But within 2 minutes, her peaceful pause turned chilling.
Настя, я боюсь. Настя, я боюсь. Там видно? Посмотри, там видно? Слышишь ты, сука? Я сейчас тебя так пиздану, ты охуеешь.
Out of the corner of her eye, she spotted something or someone. A masked figure, barely visible, lurks silently behind a tree. The camera trembled as fear took hold. She wanted to run, but her body wouldn't move. Was this just a twisted prank, or something far more sinister? One thing was certain: if she hadn't seen him when she did, this story might have had a very different ending. While hiking deep into a remote forest trail, this person stumbled upon something that sent chills down their spine. Hidden between the thick branches and old moss-covered bark was a face carved into the trunk of a tree. It wasn't just some rough sketch either. The expression was haunting, almost too human, as if it were watching. This person stood frozen. Why would someone do that? Was it a warning? A ritual? Or maybe someone or something wanted to be remembered. Whatever the reason, the deeper you look into that carved face, the more it feels like the forest is looking back at you. 3 years ago, someone was jolted from their evening routine by a blood-curdling scream outside their home. It wasn't just a sound, it was a raw, chilling cry that echoed from deep within the woods, right near a steep drop overlooking the highway, with a cemetery eerily close by. It sounded like a woman, terrified and desperate. But then again, maybe it was just some wild animal, right? Unnerved, they recorded the moment and called the police, even sent in the footage. But nothing came of it. No follow-up, no missing person reports, no answers. And yet, that scream, it never left them. They never heard it again, before or since. Wildlife doesn't cry like that. At least it shouldn't. In June 2025, near Enderland, North Dakota, a local caught jaw-dropping footage of the sky turning into a giant, swirling mesocyclone, just moments away from forming a full-blown tornado.
Oh my god.
The cloud formation crept across the sky like a living, breathing beast. Immense, hauntingly beautiful, and downright terrifying. It moved slowly, but its power was undeniable. Honestly, it's the kind of thing you film once from a safe distance and then run. While hiking near the railroad tracks in Mission Park, San Antonio, a man snapped a quick photo, but what he saw later left him speechless. When he reviewed the image, two mysterious figures appeared in the distance, standing eerily still. Locals have long whispered tales of ghostly children who push stalled cars off the tracks, but this was something entirely different. Confused and unsettled, unsure if he'd captured a trick of the light or something truly supernatural, he posted the photo online, and the internet hasn't stopped talking about it since. 6 years ago, a Reddit user ventured deep into the countryside to explore an old, crumbling farmhouse, one that locals whispered about with unease. They said the owner had died inside nearly 30 years earlier, and judging by the state of the place, time hadn't been kind. The floors were collapsing, and the stairs to both the basement and upper level had completely vanished. Nature had swallowed the house. Thick trees and tangled bushes made just reaching a door feel like navigating a jungle. Still, he found a narrow opening and slipped inside, thinking he was alone. He wasn't. Inside, every window was boarded up, and the main door was sealed tight. Then, echoing through the empty shell of the house, came a voice.
Looks like all the windows have been boarded up, especially the door out. You've got to be fucking shitting me. Thing is, I was coming here to do a stupid fucking video. I don't actually want to fucking die. I might have just been a fucking...
He'd explored countless abandoned places before, but this one felt different, wrong. He couldn't shake the feeling that something else was there, watching. A bizarre video has been circulating lately, leaving viewers stunned. In it, a glowing orange orb shoots out from the edge of a forest, hovers for just a moment, then streaks toward a parked car and explodes on impact. The blast is intense, almost too real. Naturally, theories are flying. Some insist it's ball lightning, that rare and unpredictable weather event known to flicker, float, and sometimes violently detonate during storms. But here's the strange part. The orb didn't just drift, it targeted the car with eerie precision. That's why others believe we may have just witnessed a test run of advanced secret technology, possibly even a directed energy weapon. Is it natural, man-made, or something else entirely? No one knows for sure. and his friend Gavin were hiking through the quiet woods of rural Pennsylvania when an overpowering stench suddenly filled the air. Expecting to stumble upon a decaying animal, Lucas instinctively pulled out his phone. Peering through the dense trees, Lucas spotted a massive, crouched figure. It had the shape of an ape, but the unsettling movements of a man. Heart pounding, he snapped a photo and hit record just as the creature stood and disappeared deeper into the forest. Neither of them could speak. Frozen with fear, they knew they had just seen something unexplainable. To this day, Lucas is certain of one thing. Whatever it wasn't human. While hiking in the forest, this person and their family noticed something strange. This person kept hearing twigs snap behind them. At first, they thought it was just the wind, until this person turned around and spotted a massive bear slowly stalking them from a distance. The bear wasn't charging or growling, it was just silently following, step by step, shadowing their every move through the dense trees. As tension rose, this person tried to stay calm, urging the family to keep moving without running. The bear kept closing the gap, clearly curious or sizing them up. It felt like something straight out of a horror movie, except this was real. But after what felt like forever, the bear finally lost interest and wandered off into the woods, leaving this person and their family completely shaken, but thankfully unharmed. Around June 14th, 2025, in Bridgeport, West Virginia, two men stumbled upon something in the sky that left them speechless.
I look like it. Hey, what is that, bro? Dude, I don't know about a cell phone tower, Monk. Monk? I don't think it's a cell phone tower, bro. Dude, I've never in my life seen anything do what it's doing. You should come look at my phone. I can't stop this. I've never seen any cell phone tower do what this is doing. You sure, bro? That is a spaceship. Wait till you see this shit. Because if that's a cell, then where's the other one at? No, the cell phone towers are over there on that side, down to that end. Yeah, those are cell phone towers. What the fuck is that?
He held up his phone, recording the bizarre structure seemingly hovering in place. What they captured has sparked wild speculation. Was it just a cleverly designed drone? Or did they accidentally record a real UFO that night? Something truly out of this world? While camping in Texas, a family decided to check out a nearby haunted house, one that already had a dark reputation after someone reportedly died there years ago. Sitting safely in their car, they watched the eerie, abandoned structure. But then, something chilling happened. They caught this on camera.
It's gonna go in your house. The OS paranormal activity is gonna do something. It's fake. But it can't come in our house. Whoa!
Out of nowhere, what appears to be a small hand reaches out from the window. Locals say ghostly figures of children are often seen peering from the windows and lurking near the doors of this house, fueling the belief that it's truly haunted. While a man was carefully cutting through the base of a massive tree with a chainsaw, everything seemed routine until the final slice brought the trunk crashing down. And then came the shock.
Watch out, Zach. It's going to spin over.
There's the doggy.
Come on.
How was that ride?
That's a first. Said, Dad, I didn't get the squirrel.
What happened to the squirrel, baby?
The squirrel got away.
As the dust settled and the tree hit the ground, out popped something no one expected. A dog. That's right. A dog came trotting out from inside the hollow trunk like it had just ridden a roller coaster. It turns out the dog had chased a squirrel and somehow climbed into a hidden cavity high up in the tree. By some miracle, it survived the whole ordeal without a scratch. Still, the dog? Fine. Just a little confused and probably ready to try again. Back in 2017, a cyclist was documenting his ride through a thick, shadowy forest when he stumbled upon something straight out of a nightmare. Standing dead center in the trail was a clown, completely still, silently staring into the void. At first, the cyclist was intrigued, maybe even tempted to ride closer, thinking it was just some kind of prop or abandoned doll. But as he inched forward, a chilling feeling crept in. Something was off, very off. Without hesitation, he turned around and got out of there. I mean, who in their right mind stands motionless in the middle of the woods in a clown suit, staring into nothing? On June 14th, something bizarre unfolded at Pacific City Beach in Oregon. A witness reported seeing a massive drone flying unusually low over the ocean, far larger than your average drone, and carrying something even stranger. A huge, unidentified object dangling beneath it. Then, in one swift move, the drone dropped the object into the water and vanished into the sky. The witness snapped a photo, but the object's shape remains a mystery. No limbs, no clear features, yet it was eerily human-sized. Now, the internet is buzzing with speculation. What exactly was so important or so secret that it had to be dropped into the ocean from a drone? On June 9th, 2025, in the quiet deserts of Arizona, a woman set out to record a peaceful sunset. But what her camera captured was far from peaceful or explainable.
Right there.
Hovering in the sky was a bizarre, human-like figure. It wasn't a bird, it wasn't a drone, and it wasn't a trick of the light. While skeptics rushed to call it a glitch or a hoax, something strange happened in the comments. Dozens of people claimed they had seen the same thing. Coincidence? Or something much bigger? While away on vacation, a homeowner casually checked the live feed from his backdoor camera, but then he paused. In one frame, something felt off. There, crouched low and staring directly into the lens, was a dark, shadowy figure. Its posture didn't look human or animal, and the eyes? They glowed in a way that sent chills down his spine. Some quickly dismissed it as a stray dog caught at the perfect angle, but others? They aren't so sure. Was it just a dog, or did something else wander into that yard? While hiking through the misty trails of the Pacific Northwest, a Reddit user caught sight of something moving in the woods. His jaw dropped. Standing upright, covered in black fur, was a massive ape-like figure, unlike anything native to the area. It didn't match any known animal, but it did bear an eerie resemblance to a legendary creature whispered about for generations. Could this be the moment someone finally captured Bigfoot on camera? While fishing in Brazil, a group of fishermen came across something truly bizarre, something they'd never seen before. At first glance, they assumed it was just some trash, maybe scraps of fabric or floating plastic. But then it moved. One of the fishermen reached in and pulled out one of the strange creatures. What he held looked eerily like a bat, but far more unsettling. So what do you think? Did they discover something real Or is this just another internet hoax? A hotel security manager in Illinois stumbled upon something truly chilling, and it all started with complaints about blood-curdling screams echoing from room 209. Here's the thing, no one was checked into that room. Worried, the manager radioed in. That room is empty. Despite that, the screams persisted. The security officer, John, made his way down to investigate, and that's when things got weird.
John, just wait.
Dispatch urged him to wait for the police, but curiosity got the best of him. John opened the door, and what he found was straight out of a horror movie. The room was a disaster zone. Furniture was flipped over. The carpet was ripped from the floor. The shower is running at full blast, but not a single soul inside. Even creepier, as he stepped in, a ghostly white shadow was caught on camera slipping out of the room. Some viewers swore they only saw one shadow. Others believe there were multiple spirits trapped inside. Though strange noises from room 209 have been reported for years, this remains the only footage ever captured, evidence that something unexplainable may truly haunt that room. And to this day, no one knows who or what was screaming. A call came in about a disturbance at a newly constructed house. When the officer arrived, he quickly realized the homeowners weren't there. He did a full sweep of the property, room by room, corner by corner, but found nothing. It was empty, or so he thought. Still, something felt off. Trusting his gut, he headed back to his patrol car. But then he saw it, right there.
And now they're gone. Tell me how nuts. And now they're back. You see it?
Someone was standing in the window, watching. At least he thought so. Was it just a trick of the light? A ghost? Or was someone hiding, just well enough to avoid being caught? One thing's for sure, whatever it was, it didn't want to be found, and we may never know the truth. In the quiet food court of a closed mall, a security officer experienced something chilling during his nightly rounds. He reported hearing soft sobs echoing through the empty dining area. When he investigated, he found a little girl sitting alone, crying, scared, and strangely out of place. She told him she was looking for her mother. The odd part, she seemed only to acknowledge him. After a few minutes of gentle conversation, the officer left to alert his team. But when he returned, she had vanished, and his colleagues insisted there had been no one else in the area the entire night. So, who or what did he see? While working the night shift, this security guard experienced something truly bizarre, and it was all caught on camera. Two officers were out investigating in the dead of night after a passerby reported seeing something strange lurking near the roadside. As they scanned the darkness, they suddenly came face to face with something terrifying. A wave of fear hit them so hard, they instinctively backed away without a second thought. But when they returned to the same spot later to investigate further, whatever they saw was completely gone, vanished without a trace. One night in Argentina, two security officers were combing through surveillance footage, trying to uncover clues about a chilling incident from the night before. For a while, everything looked normal, until something strange appeared on the screen.
Okay.
A mysterious figure emerged, calmly smoking, but the flames from her cigarette were far too large to be natural. Before they could make sense of it, the woman suddenly vanished, without a single trace. The officers were left stunned, their skin crawling. What did they just witness? And what happened that eerie night? On the night of November 22nd, 2022, police were dispatched to a house long rumored to be haunted. After confirming that no one was inside, they instructed the homeowner to remain outside while they conducted a thorough search. But as they moved through the dark, creaking halls, things quickly took a chilling turn.
Anyone inside?
Moments after entering, a door slammed shut behind them. Startling, but possibly just the wind. Or so they thought. Then came the eerie noises.
Police! Anyone inside, make yourself known.
As they made their way upstairs, one officer reported a heavy, unsettling presence, despite being completely alone. Downstairs had already been cleared. His breathing quickened. Panic began to set in. The search turned up nothing unusual. No intruders, no signs of forced entry, but the feeling of being watched lingered. As the officers exited the house, a haunting truth remained. Whatever was in there didn't want to be found. On July 8, 2023, chilling body cam footage surfaced, revealing what might be one of the eeriest police encounters ever recorded. An officer was responding to a routine noise complaint at an abandoned property known only as Site 422. What started as a standard sweep quickly spiraled into something straight out of a horror film. His body cam captured unexplained movement inside the house. Then, clear as day, a shadowy figure appeared in one of the windows. Moments later, strange and unsettling sounds echoed through the area.
keep seeing shadows walking by. What the f?
To this day, it's unclear whether he pressed forward or got out while he still could. One thing's for sure, Site 422 isn't just abandoned, it's hiding something. This eerie footage was captured by a CCTV camera inside the parking garage of a police station in Ecuador, and yes, it was officially released by the Ecuadorian police themselves. The video begins innocently enough. A security guard pulls in, parks his car, locks it, and walks off to start his shift. But then, something strange happens. The car suddenly begins to roll forward, on its own. No keys in the ignition. No one is behind the wheel. Just an empty car moving by itself. The creepy incident has sparked a wave of stories from officers who've experienced unsettling moments in that same garage. So now the big question is this just a mechanical glitch, or is the garage haunted? Reddit user Brass Ninja was doing a routine security check at a property that now serves as an office for a real estate firm. Locals have long whispered that the building is haunted, and what she caught on camera might finally prove them right. The audio's faint, so you'll want to crank up the volume.
What the fuck? Okay, it straight up sounds like there's somebody fucking upstairs. And there's nobody here.
While inspecting the basement, she noticed something odd. A light was on that shouldn't have been, but as she moved in to switch it off, things took a chilling turn. It sounds exactly like someone is walking around upstairs. Heavy footsteps, furniture scraping across the floor. The only problem? She was completely alone. She had already cleared the building, top to bottom. Not a single soul in sight. Even creepier, she's not the only one who's felt something off. Several co-workers have had their unsettling encounters in that very office. So now the question is, what's going on in that building? A woman walked into a police station in Trstenik, Serbia, visibly shaken. She claimed that something had been following her on her way to the town fair, not on foot, but leaping from one streetlight to another. Officers listened, puzzled by the strange report. After filing her complaint, the woman left, leaving behind more questions than answers. But what happened next stunned them all. Later that evening, one officer caught a glimpse of something strange in the shadows above.
Koliko pratka? Evo lepo na ovome.
Evo uđe dežuru.
Evo, ti je lakše, mislim. I mene Nikola napravio ispravo. Nije u dežurnu, dole ode. Trojku kod mene. Uvatio ga. Nikola je toliko dole da... Gledaj sam, evo ti, gledaj sam. Izađe kao iz zida.
I sad u dežuru uđe.
To mi žena jedna tako pripsala da nju pratila.
Alarmed, he called over his colleagues. As they stared in disbelief, they realized this might be exactly what the woman had warned them about. But when they moved in for a closer look, whatever it was had vanished. On May 17, 2006, something truly bizarre was captured on camera, soaring above the mountains of Mexico. The eerie footage revealed a strange figure that seemed to be wearing a cape, prompting some to claim they had just witnessed a witch in flight. The plot thickened when 2 police officers stepped forward, saying they had seen the same mysterious figure that very day. As the video made its rounds, believers were convinced it was a supernatural encounter, but skeptics were quick to dismiss it, chalking it up to nothing more than a bunch of balloons floating in the sky. Yet, for those who saw it with their own eyes, it was anything but ordinary. A few months back, something strange happened at a local bar, something no one could explain. In the dead of night, every single security alarm went off at once.
Dude, I'm so happy I saw that.
The person reviewing the footage was stunned. On playback, every camera glitched at the same moment, as if something invisible had triggered them all. But when they checked the footage from outside, no one was there, not a soul. The system automatically called the police. But here's the creepy part. Can it be called a glitch if every camera freaked out at the same time? The guy reviewing the footage had only been working there for 3 months. His co-workers always joked that the bar was haunted, something he laughed off, until he found out the chilling truth behind those rumors. During his routine patrol, a security guard came to a sudden halt in one of the aisles. Surveillance footage showed him standing alone, speaking softly, and gesturing as if comforting someone. Later, he claimed he saw a little girl crying, and he was trying to calm her down, telling her to wait for her mother. But when the entire market was searched from top to bottom, there was no sign of any child. So, who or what did he see that night? I came across this story on a YouTube channel called Adventure Outdoor, and honestly, it plays out like something straight out of a horror film. He set out early in the morning on the North York moors. The mist was so thick, even his truck faded into the fog. His plan was simple: ride the ancient Rutland Rig Road, cross the old railway line, and loop back before dark. But the deeper he went, the more unsettling things became. The mist refused to lift. Landmarks disappeared. At one point, he reached an old stone marker dated 1888, where he stopped to eat. But the silence around him wasn't natural. It felt heavy, as if he wasn't alone. Later, he arrived at Anno Cross, built on top of a Bronze Age burial mound. Locals say artifacts and bones were found there. He thought about camping, but even he admitted he'd be too terrified to try. Some paths on the moors feel ancient, guarded, and maybe not meant for the living.
What I'm standing on is a Bronze Age burial mound. I was reading about it online. I think they found Bronze Age artifacts and that here as well. I keep thinking about coming and camping here, but I ain't gonna do it on my own. Be terrified.
But what do you think? Would you spend the night on a burial mound? Here's another strange encounter that will leave you questioning everything. Ghostier, a YouTuber best known for sharing his frightening and chilling encounters, uploaded this video. In the quiet town of Willow Creek, an old barn stands among the cornfields, its shadow long, its reputation darker. Locals whisper about missing children, strange noises, and an evil presence said to linger inside. Tonight, they went in. The deeper they drove, the heavier the air felt. A crumbling house appeared, its windows like hollow eyes watching them. The barn sat behind it, massive, silent, and terrifying. The kind of place that feels alive, even in stillness. Inside, it was worse. Pitch L-back halls. Floors are ready to give way. Whispers of knocks, footsteps, and shadows. At one point, a mist-like figure drifted past the stairs, clear as day on camera.
Oh, I saw something going to the other side of me, like a mist. Hello? Like literally right behind the stairs, right here, that door.
Did you
Oh
catch
my
on
God, please, hopefully I did.
Did you catch on?
Yes.
Was it human or something else? The further they explored, the stranger it became. Objects moved on their own. A child's name, Jenny, appeared on the wall, then echoed through the spirit box.
Oh my God, what you said? You said Jenny?
Jenny.
Come here. Look.
Yo, no
Jenny.
way.
Yo, now that is creepy.
No way. Look, it's had a hard life. But look, it says Jenny.
Yep.
Right here.
Dude, Jenny P. Oh.
No
Wait, is that
way, dude.
coincidence or what, bro?
No way.
Jenny, this is your room, your bathroom, whatever this was? It has to be a little kid.
That's when they knew they weren't alone. That was it. They had to leave. Whatever haunts this place didn't want them there. And trust me, after what they saw, I don't think anyone should come back. But if that shook you, the next encounter might haunt your dreams. Arms Family Homestead is one of those YouTube channels that feels easy and comforting to watch. Most of the time, it's about country living, fishing, hunting, and the simple outdoors. In this particular episode, Daniel, the dad, takes his son Houston out for a hunt on their own land. Nothing intense, just father and son time in the woods. At first it's calm. They're quietly watching deer move through the trees, enjoying the peace. But that quiet doesn't last long. Out of nowhere, two men with rifles step onto Daniel's private property. They aren't just trespassing, they're sneaking up, trying to take a shot at the deer right in front of them. Then, a gunshot rings out. The bullet misses the deer, but passes so close to Daniel and his son that the danger becomes very real.
Mother. You stay here.
Hey! You better run, you piece of crap!
Daniel jumps up, confronts the strangers, and they immediately bolt, crashing through the woods. It could have ended tragically, but luckily, both father and son walked away safe. What happens next is the kind of thing that keeps people awake at night. The YouTuber Rice and Beans Adventures shared a chilling encounter he experienced while out camping. Morning was supposed to feel calm, but instead, it carried the weight of last night's horror. The YouTuber admitted that last night was rough. A sudden windstorm ripped through camp, snapping the tent's legs like twigs. They tried fixing it, but by midnight, everything was in ruins. Chairs blown away, the campsite destroyed. With no shelter left, they crawled into the back of the truck. Just the stars above, and the howling wind. Imagine lying there, in the vast emptiness. Every sound outside could be something moving in the dark. He says he eventually fell asleep.
14 hours to get here, set up camp, and then a windstorm come in and decimate it. So the drive took a little bit longer because we ended up stopping at the Prada store in Marfa, and then a couple of art installations nearby. It's let me look up the name. I'll let you guys catch the sunrise too.
But really, how do you sleep knowing your camp has been torn apart and the desert night hides things you can't see? That storm wasn't just rough, it was terrifying. And maybe he didn't tell us everything that happened out there. Things take a darker turn in the next clip I came across. This video comes from Midwest Ghost Hunter, well known for capturing some of the scariest investigations online. This time, he's in Wisconsin, heading toward an abandoned factory with a dark reputation. Locals whisper about endless paranormal activity inside, shadows that move, voices that answer, doors that slam without warning. And tonight, he's stepping into that place completely alone. He pushed through the tannery's yawning doors and felt the air change, a pinprick of cold that crawled up his spine. Every footstep echoed like a warning. He felt a pressure brush his back, his breath hitched, and the darkness answered with a whisper that wasn't human. Doors slammed shut by themselves. Mannequins began to rock and slide without touch, staring with glass eyes that knew his name.
What? That door just shut. Oh, oh no. Oh, no. I am not going to be stuck in here. Please. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God.
From the black beneath the catwalks, a cart rolled out on its own, creaking like a funeral march. Props flew off tables as if invisible hands had grown bold.
If there's anyone over here, could you? What the hell was that? It sounded like something moved over here. Did you just move one of these mannequins? Could you move one right now? Any one of these. No. Oh. Dude! That thing just freaking started rocking! Oh, no. Are you freaking serious?
Would you step into that maze when the lights flicker and things move without touch? Things only grow darker from here. Brace yourself for what comes next. This chilling video comes from Harry Chris Rain, a YouTuber well known for sharing his eerie camping adventures in the rain. He set out to camp deep in the forest, and at first, everything felt perfect. Calm air, fresh breeze, just the kind of weather that promised a peaceful night. He began pitching his tent, believing it would be a simple, relaxing trip. But then the skies shifted, the wind grew sharp, and raindrops started to fall, soaking the ground beneath his feet. He stayed. He finished mounting his tent in the pouring rain, determined to stick it out. Later, when the storm finally eased, he thought he could enjoy his camp. He made dinner, sat down to eat, and suddenly, the rain returned, heavier than before. Imagine sitting there trapped in darkness, every sound of the forest drowned out by relentless water hammering the canvas above your head. All through the night the storm raged, and he sat in that tent alone, cold, and listening to every creak of the woods around him. Could it have been just the weather? Or was something else hiding in the storm, waiting for him to close his eyes? What happens next is the kind of thing that keeps people awake at night. This video was uploaded by Camper Vibe, a channel run by two girls who share their love for camping, but this time, only one of them decided to head out to this place, alone. This video begins with her searching for peace after the relentless weight of the holidays. She heads to Daring Woods, a stretch of forest she thought would offer quiet solitude. But little did she know, this woodland lies just outside Pluckley, Britain's most haunted village, which holds the Guinness World Record for having over 14 known ghosts. The camp is set, just before the skies grow darker. Dinner seems simple enough, but the forest begins to whisper. Then, strange noises echo. Some sound like children screaming, others like gunshots, and she can't explain where they're coming from. The owls fall silent, and the woods take on a heavier tone. Then it happens, a sound drifts through the trees, unnatural. Not deer, not fox, not anything she recognizes.
Anyway. Sounds like kids screaming. That's just a train. Is it a bird or is it kids screaming? That's a bird. That's a gunshot. I don't know if you'll be able to hear a lot of this, it's pretty distant, but it sounds like kids screaming. There's so many strange noises. It's not just your normal birds and stuff and planes, there's a lot of planes. There's like this weird, well, I don't really know how to describe it, but I'm tired, so I'm going to let this burn out in a bit, sit here and enjoy a fire for a little while and then, yeah, head to bed. The hammock's really comfy, thank God, so I should sleep well, I would think. Where's my big bean? What was that noise?
After some time, she swears it's footsteps circling the tent. She doesn't dare turn on the light, terrified it isn't an animal, but a person. The night drags on. Every second feels endless, and she admits it's the most scared she's ever been in a tent. After she later discovered the horrifying truth, the woods where he spent the night are known as Screaming Woods, where anguished cries echo through the trees. Paranormal tours are hosted here. Ghost hunters have filmed here, and the number of hauntings has earned it a permanent record in history. From eerie to bone-chilling, this next clip drags us even deeper into fear. Grizzly Gaz, a well-known wild camper whose page is dedicated to sharing his camping adventures, posted this chilling experience. He strolls into the woods on a school night, joking at first. Rumor has it pagans meet here. He finds a clearing that looks like a ritual site. It gives him the chills, but he decides to camp anyway. His tent is up, it's pitch black. The forest closes in. Then he decides to go for a walk when he sees a tree that looks like a skeleton.
Oh, it doesn't half look creepy down here. Tree looks like a skeleton, and we're all like bivvies in it and stuff.
The shadows begin to breathe. Then, after some while, he notices some voices and sounds in the trees. He knows he's not alone. The footsteps, whispers, someone circling the campsite terrified him.
I hope there's no widowmakers following us. That'd be no good, would it, mate? Oh, this pillow. Oh, fuck! 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 Fucking hell. Where the fuck? Fendi! Fendi! Come here, mate. Oh, you're alright. What the fuck was that? Fucking flies. Mate, come on.
He decides to turn off his light immediately. Then he decides to pack up. But as he gathers gear, the woods erupt. Dozens of distant voices scream and thunder toward the tent. Who are those figures racing through the trees? A prank, hunters, or something older? A ritual that didn't want witnesses? On June 2023, the YouTube channel English Woodsman a channel about solo wild camping, bushcraft, and eerie urban woodlands, returned to a tiny patch of trees where strange things always happen. He enters the creepy woodland and dedicates the trip to Pat, a viewer turning 100, showing the old fence posts she remembers from childhood. He gathers birch bark, realizes he forgot a lighter, and improvises with a gas stove to spark the fire.
My fire. So what I'm going to have to do is use my gas stove that I want to make my brew in the morning, and we're going to have to use this to light the fire with.
Pork chops hit the skillet. Sizzling fills the darkening woods. Night creeps in. Heart racing, he senses unease by the flames. Then, a strange animal-like sound from the dark.
Just feels so uneasy, so unsettled. Wow. I'm going to play that back and see if I've got that. I'm not too sure with, obviously listening it through the GoPro, but yeah, that sounds a very weird noise. Like a weird animal noise what I hadn't heard before. But let me know if you can put some headphones in or something. It's amazing how when it started to get dark in here, how different it sounds.
He retreats to the tent. Moments later, metal scrapes. His stove moves outside the shelter. He lies still, debating whether it's a fox or something else.
That's my stove, that. Hello? That's my stove being moved.
Dawn reveals evidence. The stove has shifted and the grill is missing. No clear prints. No answers.
So what I remembered last night on the stove, that stove were there with all that fire ash in it, and then it's like that now. Where's the grill? So yeah, the stove got moved. I'm not ruling out an animal, fox, badger, who knows.
But that wasn't the only terrifying encounter. Here's the next one. In the summer of 2023, a video was posted by Mindseed TV, a YouTube channel that explores haunted places through full night investigations. On this stormy night, they enter a plantation in Louisiana. They start by taking Polaroid photos in every room. Soon after, knocks echo from upstairs.
Like a knocking or something?
In the bathroom, the air is suddenly ice cold. Then, a step is heard in the doorway as the lights flicker.
Bro, it is cold in here. You feel that? Like walk in here?
When the photos develop, they show strange white wisps that weren't visible in person.
What is that? Okay, that's one of the bedrooms. Bro, is there a crow in that room? What? Look, that right there. Is that a crow? What the fuck is that? Maybe something on the mantle? Hang on, let me look at this closer. We gotta go see what's on the mantle in there.
No.
Hello?
Moments later, the EMF meter spikes and the box spells out disturbed.
Turn it on. The first word that came out was air. If it says something, just make sure you put it in front of your camera. Okay. So they can see it. Oh. What is it? Disturbed. Disturbed. During what? Disturbed during what? Oh shit. I was just getting a big spike.
A loud crash sends them downstairs. An iron chair has fallen over by itself.
There's a chair on the floor in there.
We go downstairs and we see that a chair made of wrought iron has fallen over, which is probably the source of the noise that we heard.
The SLS camera then maps a figure in the hallway, moving back and forth like it is watching.
Something moving that's not there. It makes you kind of question, is there something in front of you that maybe you can't see yourself?
What was that there?
What?
I don't know. Grab the skeleton over here for a second.
It does have its flaws. It's not perfect. I've seen it grab onto all sorts of things. It's grabbed onto lamps or coats on hangers. It is a bit finicky, but the thing that really spikes Colton and I's attention is when it draws a figure in a long hallway where there's nothing there, or in an empty room where there's nothing it can grab onto.
Oh, look.
What?
Front door.
What?
Look.
Where?
It's dancing. You see it?
Moving.
Downstairs, an old organ turns on by itself, playing a rhythm, and a bathroom light switches on without anyone touching it.
I can't believe that even works. Push it.
Then comes the most disturbing moment. The team asks if the spirit is there, and the house phone rings on cue. On the other end, long, heavy breaths.
No.
Do you think maybe that's the owners? Why would they be calling this late?
Now, I know a lot of people who are watching this would think to themselves, well, so what? Like someone was calling the house phone. That's not that big of a deal. But it was pretty late at night. It was like 1 something in the morning, if I remember correctly.
Right now. Hello? Hello? There's nobody. Bro, what is that? Listen. Hello?
What?
Hello? Bro, what is that? Listen.
By dawn, a motion sensor trips, and a dark shadow moves past the upstairs window. The camera captures it just before it vanishes.
Camera. I got the very last edge of it, I think. I'm not sure.
Yeah, let me see what you got.
Bro, check this out.
When I saw what Colton had captured on his camera, I could clearly see a black figure. It looked like it was passing one of the upstairs windows. Part of me was so happy that he actually captured that when he was filming.
This night left more questions than answers, and one chilling sound of breathing that no one can explain. What happens in the next video is just as unsettling, maybe even worse. In 2023, the YouTube channel CJ Faison shared a video. This time, he and his friend Chris head into Maryland's Pocomoke Forest, known as one of the most haunted forests in America. They set up camp deep in the woods. As darkness falls, they split up to cover more ground. CJ tells the story of a missing school bus driver. And right then, a stick suddenly flies past him out of nowhere. He panics and runs, only to realize he's lost among strange hills.
Oh, shit! Oh, no! Holy... Oh! I'm pretty sure I just caught that on camera. I'm pretty sure I just caught that on camera. Something just threw that stick at me. Chris! Chris!
Alone, he finds something unsettling, a glass bottle tied to a tree. It looks old, like it's been there for years. Then, in the distance, two strange lights appear between the trees, moving and then vanishing. When they finally reunite, things only get stranger. They discover the ruins of a collapsed basement, hidden in the woods, half buried in the ground.
Dude, that's a house. It's the bottom to a house, bro. What the? What?
Back at camp, they turn on the spirit box. Voices come through clearly.
There, here. Tell us where we need to look. What direction? Silent. Why is it get silent?
Almost sound like eyes. That was whispered.
Later, while sitting at the table, something grabs CJ's arm hard and pulls it. Batteries keep dying, one after another. Footsteps can be heard circling their tents. It's not an animal. It sounds like two heavy feet pacing in the dark. And then, near the water, a chilling sound drifts through the trees, the faint blast of a bus horn.
Third one tonight.
Oh! What the f was that, mother?
Dude.
Turn your light that way.
God. Oh.
What?
That was God?
That was not him.
Oh.
There's no...
What the f was that?
Chris. Chris. Chris.
Yeah.
Chris. Chris, there's somebody walking around my tent.
The legends of the Pocomoke Forest suddenly feel all too real. If you thought that was disturbing, wait until you see what comes next. On September 5th, 2024, the Sargi Family Channel, usually known for family vlogs and adventures, shifted into something much darker. That night, Mo set out alone to film on a haunted trail said to hide an old tomb. From the start, the forest felt wrong. His flashlight, freshly charged, kept flickering and shutting off as soon as he stepped deeper into the woods.
What the fuck? There's no way this battery's dying. This is not the best time for this right now. Come on, I just charged you. Fuck off. Alright, y'all. I am literally trying to film a haunted video in this damn forest all by myself, and as soon as I got in here, my flashlight started to malfunction. Like, it's a brand new flashlight or brand new charge. It won't even stay on. Look at this. This is so creepy.
Left in total darkness, he was forced to use his phone light until, without warning, the beam came back on. Mo searched the trail carefully, hoping to find the rumored tomb. All he discovered was a cleared patch of ground, overgrown but looking like something once stood there. Whispering into the silence, he admitted, "It might have been here." That's when the atmosphere shifted.
It actually might have been here. What the fuck is that? Hello? Originally, I came out here to film a haunted tomb. Apparently shit starts to happen at midnight. But I decided to come out a little bit earlier, just to make sure this tomb actually is here. What does that smell? Something stanky over here all of a sudden.
A heavy crack echoed from the brush, so close it made him freeze in place.
The trail literally does get looked after. Hello? Anyone there? Yeah, something big was just...
The air turned foul, the noises grew louder, and Mo confessed he felt like something was stalking him along the trail. Finally, shaken and outmatched, he aborted the mission.
I don't fucking feel safe. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh, what the fuck was that? Oh my god. Shit. Oh fuck. I'm freaking out. I think I'm gonna abort this mission, guys. I think this is a gone wrong abort.
Mo promised to return one day with friends to continue the terrifying search. Let's move on to another story that left viewers completely shocked. On October 14th, 2023, Omar Gosh TV, a channel known for haunted explorations, entered a forest with a dark past. In the 1970s, a baby was killed here in a ritual, and the mother, Eleanor, vanished. Locals say her spirit still roams these woods. Strange things began quickly. Distant gunshots echoed through the trees.
Y'all not hear that?
Yeah, no, I do hear the dog.
Oh! Those gunshots?
It definitely sounded like gunshots.
And do you hear the dog? Is that coming towards us?
Nothing what we do at this point. We just run in.
I say we keep going.
Let's just keep going.
Omar felt a sharp poke in his eye like invisible fingers jabbed him.
Can we go that way?
Yeah,
which is like in the opposite of everything. Like, it's between that and away from that.
What the hell? Omar, what happened, dude? Omar.
Let me see. You okay? Omar,
you alright?
Dude, something poked me in the eye.
There's nothing around here, dude.
Omar, are you okay?
What happened?
Can we see?
Oh.
Try to open your eye.
For real, man.
Omar, are you good? It's really watery.
Oh. Damn, dude. You good, man? Seriously. You need anything?
Somebody stuck something in my eye.
Something going on in these woods.
Please. Oh, instantly made it better right now.
And Tiffany was tapped when nobody was near her. The scariest moment came at a ritual site, when Omar was shoved hard to the ground by something unseen, right in front of his friends.
Whole ritual thing around it, like the other one. Say we walk towards the car. Oh God! Oh my God! Dude, you got pushed! I seen that!
Are you okay?
Oh my God!
Please tell me that you all saw that.
Dude, it's like, it looked like somebody pushed you, bro, like straight up.
Okay, CJ just flew backwards. There's too much like physical touch here. I don't.
Yo, I want to get out of here, dude. Look, my battery's about to die anyways.
Guys, I'm starting to feel.
Shaken and sensing they were being followed, the group left the forest, convinced Eleanor's spirit may still be there. In September 2020, the channel Adventure Together, a channel where hikers share real journeys through wild landscapes, captured one of their most terrifying moments. While moving along a quiet trail, the forest feels calm and peaceful until sudden movement breaks the silence. Out of nowhere, a massive grizzly bear appears on the path, heading straight toward the hiker. The moment is caught in full view, and the sense of danger rises instantly in this scene. At first, the bear seems curious, sniffing the air, and the hiker tries to stay calm. But as the animal keeps walking closer, the tension builds. The camera shakes slightly, showing just how close the danger really is. Every second feels stretched out, and the viewer can sense the fear behind the lens in this part. The bear finally pauses, standing its ground, and for a few heart-stopping moments, it's unclear if it will charge. The hiker speaks softly, trying not to provoke the animal, while slowly backing away. Relief only comes when the bear eventually turns off the trail, fading into the trees, leaving behind a chilling reminder of how small humans are in true wilderness. From one chilling story to another, this next clip takes us even deeper. On August 2025, the channel America's Parks, a channel that takes viewers on real hikes across U.S. national parks, shared one of its most terrifying moments in Glacier National Park. The day began with strong winds and a long climb, but everything changed when the trail curved and the hiker suddenly came face to face with a mother grizzly and two cubs.
And Boulder Creek valleys. I turned a corner and to my surprise found myself staring at 3 grizzly bears, identified by their humpbacks and short rounded ears. Clearly, it was a mother and 2 of her cubs, the greatest fear for any hiker. I did not see that one coming at all. Even while you're making noise, with all the wind out here, I don't think they heard me.
Only a few yards away, right on the narrow mountain path. In that instant, he realized the danger. Most attacks occur when bears are startled, and with the wind masking his approach, they hadn't noticed him until he was already too close. His first move was to reach for his bear spray, safety latch off, while the animals lifted their heads from foraging on the trail. With adrenaline racing, he steadied his breath and began speaking in a low voice, careful not to appear threatening. The cubs were curious, glancing up, but the mother never showed aggression. Step by step, he backed away, eyes locked on the family, until finally the grizzlies turned and moved back into the brush. The close call ended safely, but the chilling memory of standing so near to danger would never be forgotten.